Welcome back, everybody. We're finally on autumn, year 2. We finally made it to year 2. Let's go. This is the first time my Maxwell can actually get to a second year, so this is pretty exciting for me. So welcome back, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Anyway, for this video, we actually have a couple of tasks in mind. Since it's autumn, and I've been talking about, wanting to clean the base a lot and wanting to, change things up. I finally have an idea for that, as well as working on making a nicer base. And that idea, for the to-do list for this month, this season, is that we're going to be moving our base. So, we're going to be moving to the Oasis. Obviously, with the world having wildfire and all, it is probably a better idea to go to a place where wildfire are not a thing. So it's probably a good idea to do that. And I also want to try and, just live on a separate island in a way. It kind of makes sense, I guess, since, Dragonfly is right next to that. If we do plan on doing, what is it called? If we do plan on doing Dragonfly as well, we could do that. The only thing I'm worried about is I probably won't be making my base here, per se. I might just actually make a base around this side, so it's a little bit further away from, these, because I'm always worried. If we do have a lot of those, tumbleweeds that catch on fire next to the lava pools, those are not a good idea, because, it'll easily make my base burn anyway. One way to counteract that, I guess, could technically be building a stone wall against those areas, so it would be a little bit safer. But resources aside, it's probably best to not do that, because as you can see right now, we don't really have a whole lot of rocks on us, which means that is another task we have to do. We'll be doing base moving, we're going to do some wood farming, we're going to do some base cleaning, and also, if ever, we're going to do some more. We're probably going to do some underground caving as well. So, that is the plan, and we're going to work towards that. But first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and start making some stuff for the move. So, let's see here. We're going to need some rocks, because we need the rocks for science machine and all those things we need to build. So all of these fire pits and stuff like that will require rocks, which means we're actually going to go to mine first, I guess. We can do that right now. Oh, that's not the thing I needed. I also want to see what I have. There's a 3% pick. We're going to use that. Love this. 100% good. Let's see here. We also have our book. Yeah, we have our book. We can actually use that as well. I'm going to leave these here. Where's Chester? Okay. I need my eye bone as well. What do you have on you, Chester? A lot of gold. I forgot we have a lot of gold. I can actually hold on to these, I guess, to be honest. I'm just gonna carry this with me, because when I get to the new place, I'm gonna start dropping down things anyway. I'm gonna actually pre-craft a chest over there, so that'll be easy. I can just drop on the things right away. Let's see here. Okay, one chest has been crafted. Awesome. Let's go to the Oasis. Also, now we have Hollow Knights. I completely forgot that when it comes to Hollow Knights, you have a lot of new things you have to take care of now, as well as you'll have a lot of the knickknacks on the floor, so like these kind of like trinkets you get on the floor. If you give it to Pig King, they will give you gold as well as some candy. I don't really like the candy because if you don't use it or pick it up, it actually starts making your makes your world a little laggy, just based off how much stuff that are spawned on the floor. So I like the candy because the thing I like about the candy, first off, is that the design-wise, it actually looks like one of those candies you can get from the store, like those Halloween-themed candy stores, and I really like the design for those candies. But in-game, it doesn't mean anything, because it's probably better to just use something else. Oh, and I forgot it's full moon, too. I could have killed my pigs. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. Okay, that's fine. So, this is the area we kind of want to make, or at least think about making a base. I actually think it might not be here, per se, because it is quite close to the meteor field, and the meteor field is not good. That's gonna make it hard to think. I don't really know what I want to do with that then, in this case, because this is where Antline is. We could technically make a moon base if ever, right? But with the moon base, we'll have to be careful with the dogs because they'll always transform afterwards. I'm gonna see how it looks over here. Because if it's not close enough that it will start making my base, bad, like burned, it's quite close. That is really close. I mean, technically I could make a temporary base, like make a tiny little area this side on the very end of this side, because the tumbleweeds don't tumble that far. It's still a little risky though, I don't know. Now I gotta think about it too. I have to really think about it. I was thinking whether or not I want to make a boat base as well, because the boat base kind of sounds fun. But whether or not that can be something that's reliable is up for debate, I guess. Because they also have wildfires on the boats as well, so you have to be careful with that. But technically, I could make a boat base here, actually. That would be pretty cool, actually, if I make a boat base. I kind of want to make one. I haven't made a boat base ever. That sounds kind of fun. You know what? I think we'll do it. Why not? Let's make a boat base. That sounds fun. Because they actually made some changes with the boats as well. Where if you make, what is it called? If you make a lot of boats, like if you're making boats without anchors or anything, they don't move by themselves, which is really good. You basically just have a platform where you can stand and not have any trouble with. Actually, or maybe there, right? Because we'll have these two sides. Well, it might be a little too far, actually. But having the moon island be close by, it's actually pretty nice, because, you have a lot of those things to use. It'd also be nice if we get to the monkey island. You know what? Maybe we'll also find the monkey island, because if we can actually get those trees, the pine cones, we can actually make the water platforms. Those are actually really good for making in water base, I guess. Probably better. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a water base, because that sounds fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and start launching these, because I think what I'll do is I'm going to have one in the center of the, area as a flingomatic area. Or, actually, you know what? If I actually caught one of those fishies that lets you make a fire extinguishing pump thing, a fire pump or whatever it's called, I could actually just use that as my summer safety thing. That sounds cool. There's so many ideas, I don't know what to pick. Alright, but I guess we'll just do this for now. We're gonna make a boat here. Alright, first boat down. So I think the idea is, I'm gonna probably push this a little bit in. Which sounds pretty cool, right? It would be like a centerpiece. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Which means I'm gonna need a lot of wood. So, let's see. I also pre-crafted a chest, so I'm gonna put a chest down as well. I'm going to put it here, actually, because I don't want to put it on the boat just yet. I want to be able to start deciding what I want to leave in the boat. But what we need now is gold. Well, not gold. We need wood. We need a lot of wood for the boat base. That's the plan. Let's do it. I also want to see if I can get enough... because I think I have enough gears to make another flingomatic. Because I really need a flingomatic for now, at least. Because I'm not going to be able to get the thing anyway. The fishing thing, I don't remember what they want. I think they eat berries, the fire pump fish. I don't know what they're called. But if I do find one of those, those plants, the sea plants, I don't know what they're called. I think they're seaweeds. They're called seaweeds or something. Basically the sea flower plant thing. If I get close to one of those, they usually spread seeds all around. And those seeds are usually eaten by the fire pump fishes, and I can basically use that opportunity to catch them, basically. So the only way to catch those fish is by waiting for the plants to, expel their seeds and bait the fish, I guess. I don't know. But here comes with certain things now that I'm thinking. How am I supposed to make the pig farms and stuff like that? Yes, I don't think I can make everything you know, on the boat, there's still some stuff you can't really make properly, like farms and stuff like that. Let's say my moon rock, my what is it? Not moon rock. What is it called? The avocado bushes. I can't really plant them on the wood, on the wooden boats. You know, the rafts. So I might need to still think about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some wood chopping because we'll need a lot of wood. We still have a lot back in base, but I'm not going to bother right now to just head back there. I want to start gathering as much as possible, so let's begin deforestation. All I have to do is just hold spacebar. I've really been enjoying Maxwell. Now that I've played Maxwell through a full year in game, I'm actually really, you know, really liking Maxwell's playstyle. And I actually never really liked playing characters who are somewhat low health, because they always, you know, propose a risk of dying very easily. But so far, I'm enjoying it. It's actually pretty fun. I know I'm not going to be enjoying much if I was playing Wes, because Wes is a different type of challenge all on its own, I guess. I'm just not that good at the game where I'm comfortable enough to do that. Okay. And I do think it's actually quite nice using Maxwell for certain places, especially with the gathering aspect. So like this right here, this is a perfect spot for Maxwells to thrive because they can just farm a lot of logs without any trouble. And I do think that's actually one of the fun parts, I think, about Maxwell, because you just enjoy being a very reliable farmer or a gatherer of sorts, so I do like it a lot. Thank you. Alright, so that is another couple of stacks of wood. And that was only like within... Oh, my food's returning stale. That was only within like a couple of minutes. And I already got closing into 5 stacks of logs. Well, 6 stacks of logs. I already have a stack on me too. That's pretty cool. Alright. Remove that. Put on the helmet. So now we're going to move in a little bit more deeper and start making some more duelists, or not duelists, shadow puppets, and help us out. Shadow servants, that's what they're called. Alright, do your thing. It's probably better, actually, because I have noticed that there is a radius of how far they're gonna, you know, do their thing. So if you put it a little bit farther, so like, you know, making 4 corners instead of what I did just earlier, you should probably get more than what I just did, so... Oops, my bad. Silly me. And I think for now I don't really need that much logs. I just need to get a good amount where I can start making some platforms. So the idea right now that I have is I want to have one centerpiece boat. So it'll be in the center of the you know, surrounding boat base. And I want to have around 6 rafts around that centerpiece, so I can have it like protected underneath the flingamatics, basically. And I think that could work. And eventually, if we do get farther enough in the game where I find the ocean tree area, like a giant tree area, the figs tree, I guess the figs forest, a fig forest. If I find that, I can basically start and try to do Hermit Crab's thing, her quest, in order to get myself the pinch and winch, so I can actually put down a giant tree near my base, pretty much, which would be cool. I'm gonna drop that for now, don't need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and gather the rest of these logs, and I think I can head back real quick, work on making the rafts. I guess they're rafts, right? They're not really boats. Okay, one of our friends has left. Okay, that's another stack. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. But I think playing Maxwell is also a very good character for single player experience, because you kind of feel like you're playing with a team. I'm sounding so alone right now. Alright, let's head back. Also, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been hanging out with the channel so far. I do appreciate everybody subbing and all that. And I also noticed that we are halfway from 500 subs, which is actually pretty exciting. Actually appreciate that, everybody. Thanks again. I haven't thought about, you know, milestones or anything, because I'd never realized that a lot of people will be interested in watching these videos. They do feel like, kind of like, you know, very long and boring at times, I think, but I'm glad people still like it. I do try and make it a little bit, you know, somewhat watchable. So, I appreciate everybody who's hanging out and watching the vids. It's actually pretty cool. And that being said, I am still thinking about my other video options, like the editing styles and video series I want to work on. I'll be recording a couple of different games, maybe these couple of days, so we'll see what kind of videos we'll be releasing soon. I'm not going to name drop anything just yet, because I'm not sure about anything. But when I am more sure, I'll definitely make a community post, or, you know, just have a video up with said game and all that. So hopefully everybody will be interested. We shall see. And I think that should be good enough, right? Can I... Oh, I can. Nice. Perfect. Look at my Chester just did that far leap. Let's go. Alright. With Hollow Knights, it's actually a little bit annoying as well. The funny thing about Hollow Knights is that it's cool and all. It looks nice. You have a lot of fun events to do. A lot of the trick-or-treating stuff you can work on as well as some of the potion crafts you can do with the this thing, the Mad Science Lab. That's fun. But some of the annoying things is when you're doing tree chopping. Because when you're chopping trees, I'm not sure if anybody, well, I guess most people who do play Don't Starve for a while, they should know that if you chop a lot of trees, there is always a chance to spawn bats that scares you. And whenever that happens, it really depends if you want to lose sanity or not. But if you don't plan on losing sanity, it's actually really annoying. Because it actually takes a good amount of sanity away from you every time you get scared by bats. So, another thing too is, like, I think, if I'm not forgetting, if you're doing a hunt, so like, you know, one of those mud stuff, the mud piles you find in the ground. Oh, the dog's just spawning too, and that's not good. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to spawn some buckets. Because I am thinking it might actually be, what is it called too? Vargolet as well. A Vargolet as well, so I have to be careful. Fire dogs too, so I have to be careful. Even if I'm not attacking, if I have my shadow weapon on me, it actually helps my shadow puppets as well. It gives them more damage anyway, so I'm not gonna waste my charges because I only have 5% and I don't have another dark weapon, you know. The solo playing experience, let's go! Single player! It's so nice! Alright, good job, guys. Okay. So, let's get back to our our things, I guess. Good job, boys. Take a break. Let's see here. And also another good thing, I guess, if I'm doing boat living, is that you won't really spawn dogs if you're farther away from land. Which I'm not sure how far you have to be before you don't spawn dogs, but there is an amount of how far you can be in order to not have dogs spawn on you. So, I am curious to see how far that is. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and make a think tank as well, because I will have to make... I'm going to have to make anchors as well for certain places, just so it doesn't move too much, because a little bit of collision with some of the boats actually crashes a little bit. So it really depends how well, you know, your area is, because it's very easy for you to hit things, so I want to make sure that everything's not going to be moving too far away just because of a little push, I guess. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a paddle as well, so I'll need that. Also add some more options for our boats, so it doesn't just look like the generic boat skin. Let's drop that as well. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to push this in the middle. Actually, hold on. I don't think I have enough to make a lightning rod, right? No, I don't have a lightning rod pre-crafted. That's fine. Alright, we're just going to push this out. Let's see how far I can go. Because I do want to put it in the center somewhat, just so it's farther enough. Oh, we also have free kelp. That's food. Let's go. One thing settled as well. The only thing I'll be worried about is potential sharks, because I'm not sure how far they will get into this area. But if they actually do reach here, that's the only fear, I guess. Everything else is fine. Narwhals don't really bother you, but if there are narwhals, you probably want to have, what is it called? An anchor, because they will most definitely push your boats around, so that's one of the issues, I guess. So let's see here. I think that's more or less good enough. I'll go up a little bit more here. Yeah. This is fun. I actually like this. This might be a very interesting looking base. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who made a boat base, but this looks pretty cool so far. Kind of like how it looks. And I also want to like estimate how much I could actually, you know, extend to, I guess, because there is a limit to how far the flingomatic reach. So I do want to make sure that that actually covers it, so it won't be dangerous. All right, let's go back. And I also think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a separate boat as a gondola kind of idea. So when I want to go back to the main island, I'll have to like get a little boat and move over to the main island. If that makes sense. And I think because how far we are in the middle of the center of this, it actually won't spawn dogs, I don't think, because we're farther enough. So I'll have to put that into the test, but we'll see. Oh, let's get that too. I want to make a driftwood ore. The driftwood ore has a much better durability than the wooden ore that we're using right now. It's double the amount, I think, so that should be pretty good. This is exciting. Alright. Let it stop by itself. It's actually pretty nice because they actually made it where it stops fully. It doesn't slowly drift like before, which actually makes it very, very good to have. Because back then when it keeps on drifting, you'll always lose your boats by accident. Also, since we do have rocks here, that's actually perfect. I can make a lightning rod then if that's the case. I'll do that. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I want to make it compact enough, but it's not super close by. I guess another thing that I'd be worried about if I'm ever doing these kind of things is that, you know, collision with other things in the game, such as the, you know, if you have things that actually obstruct your movement, there's always a chance to push you out of bounds, so you'll be pushed out of the boat by accident. And when that happens, you'll always be pushed back to a close by like area. The good thing is because we're here and we're surrounded by different biomes, so there's not really much risks in those things. So, but if I was farther away and I drowned, just like in the Wicker Bottom episode, I remember we went to the Monkey Island by accident. So I always got to be careful about that, by the replacements at least. Okay. Just two more. Alright, and the piece de resistance. Let's see if I can place it. There we go. Oh! I moved my boat by accident. That's fine. But I think that could work. And the good thing is, if I ever want more space, I can make more boats. Oh man, that's so cool. This is like, you know how it feels like when you make like, when you're a kid and you're making like a tent? So you have your own like area. This kind of feels like that in a way. In a weird way, I guess, because it's not really a tent, but you know. You're kind of like fending for yourself in this little makeshift campsite that you made. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, so let's say I was going to make the flingomatic in the middle. So I'm not going to be putting anything else in the middle just yet. I will be reserving that later. but I will be making an alchemy engine on the sides, so I'll have those as well. Oh, I need my gold. Okay. So for now, I'm going to leave it at 6. I will have to put down the anchors at each of them, just in case, as well as the middle one. And then, I'm going to have to make a separate boat for a gondola. Go back and forth. I will make it probably the normal boat, just so I can differentiate and not row my other boat by accident. So we'll do that. That being said, recently Don't Starve has already released their new update as well, called Heaps of Horror. And I have seen a little bit of those updates they've made, and it does seem a little bit tricky to do. Because I'm not really that good in the game. I'll say it. Because in certain things, it's actually quite complicated to fight some of the bosses without certain endgame gear. So let's say the Varg, there is a different variant of that Varg after you've beaten Celestial Champion in your world. Once you've done that and also activated the subsequent quest with Wagstaff, he'll basically have a Celestial Rift, I guess, a Lunar Rift that spawns in your world. And when that spawns, it basically means your world is now in a hardcore world kind of thing. So if you play Terraria, there's also one of those things where if you beat the Wall of Flesh, I believe, your world will start turning into a hardcore world or a harder version of what your world is supposed to be. And you'll basically be in a much more higher difficulty with certain things. So with that, certain things in the world will have a celestial variant of those enemies, of those mobs. Varg being one of them. You'll have a possessed Varg. And the possessed Varg is a little bit tricky to kill. I have not killed it without endgame gear yet, because I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to fight it. I do know for most Vargs anyway, you always kill the minions first before you take out the main thing. But the main Varg is a little bit more harder to fight due to its ice breath ability. That's a very, very hard thing to do, and it does a lot more damage than the original base version of a Varg. So I do want to learn how to kite and fight those things eventually. I want to practice to do those things, but I'm not sure if this world we can reach that far, to be honest, because there's still a lot of things I haven't done. Crab King, the Krabby Hermit, doing all of the Eye of the Storm things. There's a lot of stuff we need to do before we can actually get to the Celestial Champion. Not to mention, if we're actually doing the underground stuff as well, we have to do the Few Weaver and all those things. There's a lot of stuff we need to work on. So I don't know when we'll actually reach those things, but we'll try our best and get there, I guess. Also, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna have to cook real quick. If you're hungry, don't always worry about eating things that are not good for your character. Because for Maxwell, it's good because his sanity naturally regenerates anyway. And we also have Glommer Goop, so I wouldn't really be too worried about it. The only thing I guess will be a little bit scary is, if you don't have armor on you, that is a big no-no to do. But yeah, I think we should be fine. We're gonna head back to base real quick, grab some more stuff, and we'll head back as well. And at least we have a lot of logs now. Or not a lot of logs, a lot of rocks now too. So we can actually make our fireplace as well. Which will be very good. Hello? This one. This will be useful so we can repair our things. There we go. 2. That's lovely. Alright. 55. We're going to have another one spawn soon. Oh, this one's respawned as well. We can actually technically do that. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of gears. Let's go. That's so good. Alright, we're going to make ourselves a Flingomatic as well over there. I'm probably going to leave this area as is. I'm not going to break anything just yet, because I do want to just have a place to get back to every now and again. But for my food and stuff like that, I definitely want to have it with me. Here. And here Charlie wanted to steal my fire. Get out of here. Go on, get out of here. Leave this place. There we go. Now! Get out of here. This is my fire. I worked hard on it. I made this. Okay. Here's a question. I'm curious. I'm curious. If you're playing Don't Starve Together, well, I assume people play Don't Starve Together if they're watching these videos. If you do play Don't Starve Together, what kind of base do you guys like to make? Do you prefer bases such as, you know, desert area? Do you prefer in a wide area such as the savannas? Do you like to have a little challenge when you're playing as Wirt and live at the swamp? Or just any specific area? Do you go for like a moon island area or a base? Any kind of areas? I'm curious. Or do you want like, you know, absolute chaos and live in the the meteor site? So you always have that fear of having something crush your base. Also, speaking of, I haven't gotten the I haven't gotten the lunar orb yet, so I think the celestial orb, so we're still waiting on that. But yeah, what kind of base do you guys prefer having? Which area would you always make base? Or like a comfort area, I guess. So while I'm here, I'm also gonna stop by the quarry area because I want to get some ice if they still have any. I'm pretty sure there should still be some because it shouldn't be fully like it shouldn't be fully melted, I don't think. At least that's how it feels most of the time. Okay, I see a puddle there. Good sign. Puddle. Uh-oh. Feel like I know where this is gonna go. Also puddles, okay. Do we have any that's not a puddle, please? Just one? Just one. I just need one singular piece of ice, and I don't want to hammer my, my other thingy-matic. It's a good thing that I probably should remember to, farm for ice if that's the case. This is a lesson for me, to farm ice. I guess I kind of did, but I didn't really, you know, plan on making another base. And now that I am planning to make another base, then I don't have the resources for it. We could technically just wait until winter comes before we make the Flingomatic, because honestly, there's no wildfires now. We're not going to have any wildfire problems, so I don't think we really need to rush to make it. But I just want to have like a... The only reason why I want to make it now is that I want to have some sort of a... kind of like a marker to see how far my boats can be spread out in the main, you know, boat area. But that's also fine if we don't make it just yet. I just mainly need my rocks and grass anyway for my anchors, just so I can keep the boats in place. I also have another question. This is a channel thing as well. I know it's going to be weird announcing this at a random video of mine in the channel, but I also do want to try something new for the channel. Because currently, I have a couple of things I want to try doing. And one of those things is voice acting. Like, voice acting in itself is just something I want to try. I won't say I'm not going to, you know, do it professionally or anything, but I definitely want to put my foot out there and at least try doing it before, you know, trying something else, I guess. But I definitely want to at least put the effort and do it, I guess. And obviously it takes a lot of practice and stuff like that, and you know, a lot of like health things that you have to take into account, which is why I've started doing a lot of things like for my diet and stuff like that to try and, you know, just eat a little bit cleaner, I guess. So I guess that's what I'm just trying to say. I wanna see if anybody would be interested in some of the maybe story reading kind of thing, I guess, if anybody's interested, because there's actually a lot of stuff I can probably look into, and basically just to use it as a practice for my voice, I guess. And one of the things I also want to practice is just speaking in general, because I feel like nowadays, There's actually been a lot of times where I fumble a lot with my speech, and I feel like if I keep practicing it, it'll be better than, making a lot of mistakes and, not learning from them, I guess. So I want to definitely put some more time into my speech and stuff like that. So try and, you know, just try and speak more, I guess. I guess that's the plan. There we go. This one piece, okay. It's gonna take a while. Anybody else want to join? There we go, I see one. Okay. Celestial Orb, you'll be sitting here for now. I will be making a alchemy engine. Oh, wait, hold on, we can make that thing already. Interesting. Oh, I guess we need to get the pure brilliance in the first place, so we technically can't make it. Okay. Alchemy engine. I'll set it up here. Okay. Shell manipulator. I'll set it up here. Alright. And then we'll have some chests. I like that. Doesn't that look good? It looks pretty cool. Though I kind of feel like it's kind of like a mismatch of things, because, like, we have Cult of the Lamb, we have Terraria. It looks kind of cool. I like it. Man, I'm geeking out about this base right now. We haven't gotten there yet. Looks pretty cool. Alright. Some more chests. So I think what I want is, I want to have... So what I'm doing here is, the alchemy engine is for things that you can craft normally. So like, picks and stuff like that. So I want to have a lot of the gold, the twigs, the wood, all the basic resources on this end. And then for the magic stuff, like all the gems, all the shadow nightmare fuels, and the living logs, I want to put it all in these chests over this side. So I want to have it like a separate area. And then for, like, kitchen area, I kind of want to have like a bird cage, a kitchen area here, maybe, and maybe some more ice boxes for just, general storing. And then for this bit, I'm thinking what I want here. So we spent 10 days, closing into 10 days, farming and working on our little base. Oh, there's an egg. I don't need that. So what we need now is to focus on getting some more minerals, as well as... I'm pretty sure we also need, what is it called? What is it called? Charcoal. We need charcoal for fire. For the what is it called? I'm blanking on these things. We need charcoal for crockpots, and we also need to get ourselves some more rocks and make ourselves a ice box as well. So that's sort of things we need. We need those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm a lot over here. And yeah, we're gonna make ourselves our kitchen. Put it in the very corner. Because by doing this, I can basically, technically, put another one, which is the endothermic pit over here. I'm thinking if I want to put down the thing here as well. Like this thing, because I have to go back. I'm just going to put it down, whatever. I'm not going to think too much about it. It's just wood. Alright. So, I'm going to grab my grass. Thank you. And go ahead and make some anchors. This. Okay, so let's see. How can I build this? Yeah, see? I have to put it in a spot first before it works. That's the annoying part about some of these, things, is that you have to have a specific spot to place them in order for them to work. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. But because the chests are smaller, the space required for a chest to be placed is smaller than the anchor, so technically you can still squeeze in and put it there. So That's why you always put things first before you put other stuff on. Just like this lightning rod. If I was going to put the Flingomatic, I want to make sure it fits. But it should fit, so it should be fine. So I'm just going to leave this at that. So this side is pretty much done. I have everything I need here. So now I just need to work on the chest on this side. I might just use a different chest, actually. Let's use this. How did I do it on this side? Yeah, I worked on the side first. So this side first. Okay. So, the reason why I wanted to have some of these anchors down here is because I want to be maneuvering around a bit, so I won't be, you know, placing things in a odd spot or not being able to fit things, because with this chest here, this is basically counted as too close, but since it's an ocean thing, I can technically move this a little further away. And then, now it should fit. Okay, just we need to move it away too. See? Now it fits. And then once this is placed, what I can do is just move the boat back. So that is how you technically maneuver around with the ocean base. I know it's not that, it shouldn't be new news. These are like supposed to be pretty simple. But now you know. If you ever want to make an ocean base, you can just kind of maneuver around with these boats. We are merely just taking these things. We're not here to bother you. Oh, I got a log. Nice. I'm expecting dogs might spawn sometime soon as well, so I'm going to be a little bit more wary. Though I think we should be fine since I have a brand new dark sword. So I think we should be okay. Okay. So, I think what I can do, if it fits, I'm going to put the birdcage here, because I think that's a pretty good spot. But if it doesn't, I'm going to go put it somewhere else. Let's see. Hopefully it fits. Let me use this one. Okay, it kind of fits. I think that's perfect, yeah. I'll put it in the center. Because if I put it in the center, if I feed it... Well, it's not really centered, is it? If I feed it, the eggs are not going to fly out of the boat and fall in the ocean, in the water. Because if I was putting it too close to here, it would definitely fall. Oh, look at that. There's also a lot of bull kelp there. I could technically make another boat here just for bull kelp collection. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so we have our bird cage. That's good. Excuse me, taking a swig of water. I do feel pretty happy with the progress we have so far with the build. Because we haven't really done a lot of extensive building for, like, the past couple of seasons, honestly. Some of the things we only done was, like, very minuscule things. So, like, a little bit of chest here, a little bit of chest there. Maybe add, like, a couple of drying racks, make a little bit of farm. But that's been it. We haven't really done anything extensive or, like, you know, an actual build kind of feel. And with this build that we're making so far, I'm actually pretty happy with how it's going. Because I feel like it's actually, like, you know, going good. I'm kind of happy with the progress it's making, so it's pretty nice. Plus, I want to move a lot of my farm stuff too. A lot of my stone fruit bushes. I want to move it back to our main area. And then I wonder if I can go back to, if I should go back to the Moon Island to grab the bull kelp, because we haven't gotten that either. And with the build we're kind of making right now, we can technically make it just next to our base, so we can just keep on picking. By hand, which would be pretty nice. Alright, let's get some more rocks. We need them. Let's use this one. I haven't used this one much. Okay, so how do we plant this? Can we put it? Okay, kinda can. Nice, it's working out so far. It does look a little bit sus, I guess, because it's like so close to the edge and you see it like leaking out of the floor. But if it works, it works. Okay, but it needs more twigs as well. I think Chester has some, right? Yeah. Good. Awesome. Should be fine. Alright, so I think with this placed like this, like set it up like this, I'm pretty sure I can probably put a anchor here. And then add some more ice blocks as well. So that should be fine. Anyway, let's go make food. We're honestly 6 days away from winter, so we're gonna have to pack it up pretty soon. But I'm pretty happy with the progress. So it's a done deal. Pretty good. My picks, almost forgot. Okay, these are almost ready to be harvested, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that later. I'm gonna head towards the quarry real quick so we can gather all of them. Oh! Berger's here, cool. If you're here, then I guess I can just ask you to help out with the trees later. I don't have to use my shadow puppets. Cool, okay, so Berger spawned, great, awesome. Now I know. It's actually really good that Berger spawned because that means I can start farming for logs more efficiently. And beyond that too, perfect amount, awesome. I have to go back to base in this case. Okay. I can start farming for a birch nut then if that's the case. Okay, let's go back to base. I think I hear dogs also. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna get out of this area though, I don't want to fight here. Oh, I guess I don't really have a choice, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Just run around. Just run around. Woo, thank goodness I had my log suit. Otherwise, that'd be very bad. My backpack. That's not good. No, my backpack! As long as my stuff don't burn, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, that should be fine. I can make another backpack anyway. Man, that was dangerous. Oof! That was fun. I almost made the biggest mistake of my life. Wait, did something burn? I feel like it did. Okay, there's not a lot of ashes, so technically not a lot of things burned. Alright, so I'll make another backpack then. That was scary. Oh, my bird's still alive. Hello. Awesome. I thought you passed away. Here you go, pal. Don't want to waste these. Might as well try it here and then come back afterwards. Okay, we got ice. Bring you with me. Chester, where are you at? There you are. Okay. So, we can put this aside. Then we need our gears, which is here. Okay. So, pneumatic is summer items. This one. Okay. Hopefully I can put it in here. Oh, that looks like the radius is good enough. Wide enough for it. That's good. To move all these things. Now. Then, chest units there too. That pneumatic. It fits. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. That's actually a really good center. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Awesome. Okay. So, our radius is pretty wide, actually. We can actually move this out a bit more, which is nice. If it's too compact, it's a little bit too close together. I don't really like that. I need my ore, so I'm gonna move this a bit. Okay. With this on, with the anchor lowered, I can move it a little bit without pushing it too far away. Now I'm thinking, what do I want these two to be? Because I already have a lightning rod, which is one of the main things. We have our flingomatic, which is keeping our things safe. I think I can probably make a sleeping corner right here. So like having, you know, some tents, so he has to lean to. And then maybe for this, I'm wondering what I want to add for this side. Actually, I can probably put the, if I have more charcoal, I'll probably make the thing. Okay. Oh yeah, I got my bird. Here you go, pal. Welcome to your new home. I'm gonna wait till day, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I don't want to just start it and then die. But then I want to also use, like, I want to change the, what is it called? I want to change the trees. I don't want to use pine cones. I want to use birch nuts instead. Because, if it does spawn tree guards, it actually kills the Berger very quickly. And I don't want that. I want him to be able to help us out for a couple of seasons. Before I plan on killing it. Especially since, you know, we don't really have the endgame thing enabled yet. The Celestial Rifts. Without the Lunar Rifts, I don't really plan on doing Berger anytime soon. Unless, you know, once we have it and we can kill it for the alternate version, then maybe I'll kill Berger. Right now, we don't really need to. I want to keep him. Keep him my friend. Okay. It's almost day. We are 3 days away from winter, so we're closing in. Put that on. Okay. This should be my final task for this season, and I think, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the stuff we worked on already. It's honestly very, very good. Also, let me know, what do you guys think of the, our little, raft base, I guess? I want to think of a name for it, too. What should I name it? Okay, where you at, Berger? Here, Berger. Where you at? Need some help. Okay. Let's wrap around. Maybe on the left side. Might be there. He does tend to wander quite far sometimes, too. But usually it's going to be in the same biome anyway, so it shouldn't be super far. Plus, a thing I should also mention, I don't wear headphones when I'm playing video games. So sometimes I probably will miss the sound cues if they're very silent and quiet. And for me personally, if I'm recording videos, I tend to have the game volume a little bit low. Just so when I'm, you know, editing, the audio doesn't really conflict too much. I don't really have anything properly set it up. If I do have things set it up properly, I would record my, you know, voiceover stuff on a separate recording completely, just so the game audio will just be a standalone thing, and the voice audio will be a standalone thing as well. So editing can be easier if that's the case. But with my limited amount of things I can do with what I have right now, I am gonna stick to just recording them all in one take. So I'm gonna have to try and be more creative when I'm editing. But that's pretty much it. Oh, there you are. Hey, pal. Oh, jeez. Ah. There we go. We got our first Barrager. 2 swipes and we have to move. We have to run. Now we run. He's gonna chase us. I love his run. He's like a toddler. It's like a big toddler running. There you go. We got a ground pound. Hit. And we can run. Lovely. Lovely. I don't want him to do that. He's gonna just break the trees without chopping them. No, that's good. Look at how much trees we have now. Or how much logs we have, I mean. Cool. Alright, we're gonna lead him out somewhere farther away from here. Best scenario is just bring him to that tree area, but it does pass through the swamp, so it's a little bit dangerous. So I probably wouldn't do that. I'm just gonna leave him here then. Farther away from everything else. If you go far enough, they don't really bother you anyway. They'll start de-aggroing. Yeah. Thank you. Now we have a lot of logs. So that means we can probably make our anchors and we'll be done with. We'll be finished! Mission complete! One, so we need... Oh. I hear Ruby Jones. Get out of here. There you go. So, this one I'm just going to leave it here, because I haven't built anything yet. This one as well. I'm going to leave it here. These... I should find a spot to build it. Okay. So, this one I'll probably place... Here's good. I mean, if I can put it here too, that'll look symmetrical at least. Okay. And for the centerpiece as well, place it somewhere to be placed. I can put it here, I guess. Okay. So now, our place is fully protected, pretty much. That's great. Let's try and move this a bit. Go lower as well. Okay. Go up once. Okay. So, let's also finish up the chest here. That one's a little bit higher. That's fine. The final piece de resistance. There we go. So the chest area is complete. We have our bird. We have our kitchen area. All that's left now is the sleeping area. So the tent area right here. And the... what is this supposed to be called again? The drying rack area. We have everything we need! It's so cool. I actually really like how it's looking so far though. It's actually pretty cool. 6 silk, 4 rope, 4 twigs, and 3 rope. Okay. What else he has to lean to? We need 2 left. Okay. I think we can make that. Let's make those as our final thing. because day 90 should be the last day already of, excuse me, autumn. So let's do that. I will head back to base, grab some of our silk. I do think we actually have silk. So now I have to think about winter, because winter's coming soon. What do we want to do on winter? Technically, if I didn't do my base things, I could probably just focus on ocean, like, you know, traveling and searching stuff. But since we did do fishing, we did do the base building, we're gonna have to think about what we want to work on next for winter. We probably can't do any ocean stuff because it will be cold a lot, so we'll always have to have a fire pit open. Doing it in temperate season is always the best, because, you know, you're usually safer then. But if not, then, you know, I'll have to wait until spring. But you also have to have a good water-resistant gear, as well as warmth. So you always want to have warmth. The drying rack area, I think I might postpone that, because I kind of want to have a... What do you call that thing? The dragon furnace? I want that in place there, so... I don't think I'll be making the drying rack area anytime soon. I'm thinking, what do I want to bring back to? I'll take these, because I definitely need these. I'm going to leave that in there, actually. Bring these with me. And then, since it's getting cold, I'll bring the star collar staff. It's not a weapon, but, you know, it's still a shadow item, so technically you can get your buffs from them. I don't know what the value is, though. I feel like if it's not a weapon, it shouldn't give you a lot. Which would make sense, right? Three, four. Alright. Okay. The last two items I'll be building before I leave. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching the video so far. I really appreciate it. We're finally closing into winter, so a lot of the things we've been prepping for, I'm hoping will be enough. And yeah, it's been fun. It's actually been really fun. Really been enjoying it so far. So we'll see how far we can go. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the winter season. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Anyway, take care everybody. Catch you guys soon. And please stay safe. And yeah, take care. Have a good day. Alright. Bye-bye!